All right, good morning and welcome back to the Sydney Tokyo overlap. It is 7 p.m. Eastern, so good evening to all of you who are joining from the western side of the world on on 20th of March and 21st of March early morning to those who are joining from the eastern side of the world. And let's get started with the Euro USD potential wave counts here. And it looks like the subminute wave 4 into Roman black here. It seems to be in place now, and I think it has just managed to touch down the 38.2%, the Fibonacci ratio of minute subminute wave 3, and we've not done the channeling though. Let's try and do that as well. It's either wave over here. It is wave 1. We bring it to wave 2 there. I think it's it's neatly touching the channel as well, the Elliott channel. I don't think it should be a problem now. And we have also issued longs in the portal just before coming live here. So if we try and project where the channel goes, now it becomes wave 2 and 4, and then we touch down to wave 3. Alright, that is wave 3, and it's the convergence point is 1.1150, and should be it's quite steep, so possibly it could rally very fast if it wants to meet the channel requirements as well as the extensions here 1.1108. So I think we are now good, and with reasonable amount of confidence. I mean, after a long time, I think we waited for quite a few calendar days, right from the 11th of March until the 20th of March. But finally, this expanded flat structure looks now complete as subminute wave 4, and the euro bulls should be back in action. Now there are two potential wave counts coming into picture. It is either the minute wave 3 is extending, that is, let me just check the stream. Okay, it's fine. The minute wave 3 is extending uh, with 1, 2, 3, 4, and last wave remaining. So if we have minute wave 5 above 1.11, minute wave 3, then we will have 4 and 5 to complete minute wave 3, which will certainly go about 1.1275 going forward. And then it would be wave 4 lower of minute degree, and finally wave 5. So it's going to be like one wave up and then down, wave 4, 3 minute, 4 minute, and 5 minute. So quite a bit of distance needs to be covered here. This is one way where we are anticipating a minute wave 3 extension. Just in case if it is not extending, it could be a normal minute wave 3, uh, 4 and 5. Right from here, wave 1 shifts here, wave 2, wave 3 is complete, so that will be minute wave 4, and now it is going to print minute wave 5. So minute wave 3 would shift here, and then 4 and 5. So it's either 3 waves left or 5 waves left. All right, that we will look into the price action going forward. But for those who have been waiting on the sidelines, it's a very good clear signal, potential buy here around. It was actually good to buy at the touchdown at 1.0820, but if if you just in case if you have missed it, it's now time to go and buy it. All right, and the stop loss remains at 1.0500, and it remains to be seen if we are going to see a five wave uh, movement with minute wave 3, 4, and 5 still to be unfolded, or it's just going to be three waves to complete the rally. All right. Either ways, we are now euro is well poised to rally above 1.11, possibly towards 1.12 and 1.15. All right. So that's the story in the euro. Let's move on to the dollar index now. All right. So finally we got the price action just shy of reaching just remaining just shy of the 38.2% retracement at 1.10425, rallied up to 104. Price action rallied up to 104, and now it could be beginning to cut loose on the south side. And other there could there's also, let me see if it's diagonal forming, because if it is a diagonal forming, I think we've got wave 1 and wave 2, possibly wave 3 and wave 4. If it is a diagonal, then I think we would have one more push higher, but it's not going to be a significant one though. So it's okay to get on the short side. We've been waiting for a long time on the sidelines. So even if you're wanting to add further to your long positions, or you're wanting to buy fresh, I think it's a good time to do so now. All right, and uh, the next potential target for dollar index on the south side is 1.10150. It's not going to stop there though. It's ideally towards 100 and possibly 97 and 95 as well. And as regards to the stop loss, ideal stop loss would go just 1 point above that term wave 1 termination, which is seen at 10694. Possibly you can place it at 107, a round figure. Or if you want to be even safer, you can place it above that sub-minute wave 2, about 10750. Tell you what, if the minute wave 3 is extending, now we should be progressing within the last wave, that is sub-minute 5. And it's a long way to go, in the sense that we are still to complete minute wave 4 and 5. That would complete minute wave 4 and 5, there you see. And then I need to shift this 4 minute wave 4 a bit on the right hand side, and I I believe minute wave 5 is lower than. All right, so this is what it's looking like. I mean, after this wave 3 is complete, we'll have a corrective wave higher, and then another lower. That would complete minute wave 3, possibly somewhere around the 98 levels, or even lower, and then one more high and one more low to complete this entire pattern. And also the drop that began from 110.20 on the 13th of Jan. All right, so we still have got some room, some waves to complete. I think it's 5 waves actually. Whether 3 or 5, price action is pointing easily sorry, towards 97 and 95. Okay, so that's the story in the dollar index. Now we have finally entered on the short side. We've also issued a trade signal in the portal. Now let's look at GBP USD. We haven't given any signal in pound, but I think I think it would be a good idea to go and buy ahead pound as well. Let me zoom in a bit. It would not be a bad idea to go and buy pound right now. We would be keen to give signal in the portal around the 2800 handle. If it doesn't, it's okay. But if you're inclined to take position in pound, then it should be on the long side, and it can be done right now as well. Price action is around 29.65. Rapidly, it dropped marginally and towards 29.45. I think that was the low when we were discussing in the last session, right? So not much giving up by the bears actually. They really don't, bulls actually, they really don't like to give anything to the bears while they're taking a break. But tell you what, even if you're buying it here, then make it partial, please, and leave some room for a drop further towards 1.28. And the stop loss, potential stop loss or protective stop loss goes towards 1.25. And targets are pointing towards 1.34 and higher. All right, but the structure in pound is extremely constructive. Now, whether it is wave 3 in the making or wave 3 just terminated, I don't think wave 4 could be such a shallow wave. So I think we are still progressing in the, I don't know if it's a sub-minute wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and wave 3 would then terminate there higher, just as what we are discussing in euros and the dollar index. All right, so either the third of third wave is still extending, or the third wave is extending. I think it's third of third wave extending, so in either way, either case, uh, remaining on the long side in pound is absolutely the case now. Bulls are firmly in control, very shallow retracements, even if it comes. So kindly remain on the long side. Protective stop loss doesn't change right now, 1.25, and targeting around 1.35 easily. All right, so now we've got something in gold in terms of price action going on. Before we go to the hourly chart, I mean, it's a bit congested here. Let's do it on a daily chart and then come back. So primarily we are moving, or gold is moving in the minute wave 5 higher, correct? And the potential targets for the entire valley could be toward 32, 3300 mark as well. Within minor wave 5, uh, price action has completed 1, 2, 3, and 4, and possibly we are now into the fifth wave. And within the fifth wave, prices have already completed wave 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now we are, the minute wave 5 is progressing within the minor wave 5, so almost is the last 5 waves. Now if we dig even further within the last 5 waves, we've gotten 3 waves, that is sub-minute wave 1, 2, and 3, and here they are. Sorry, not sub-minute, it's minute wave 1, 2, and 3, Now we should be progressing within the minute wave 4 somewhere in the vicinity of 2990. So we've got wave A of the subminute degree, wave B of the subminute degree, and possibly now we are looking towards wave C of the subminute degree to complete and terminate wave 4 of minute. All right, ideally prices should stay around 2990, and then we will actually have to turn higher again for the minute wave 5. All right, that's the wave story and structure in gold looking right now. So trading point of view, as of now, aggressive shorts are possible, though we haven't yet initiated in the portal, but we would like to do so with a very tight stop loss around 3060. All right, just about 15 points higher. I think that was the high yesterday. Yeah, just around 3057. So we'd be good about keeping the stop at 3060. So it would be just a 15 points of risk, and we'll place a limit order around 2990. And the channeling is also the channel Elliott channel also comes around the same price. Let's see if we can manage on the risk on the short side for the near term. Those who are not wanting to take this counter trend risk, please sit on the sidelines, stay on the sidelines, please, and wait for price action to drop towards 2990 and can initiate longs thereafter. All right. So 2990 would be a potential buy for those who are wanting to trade towards the trend, and those who want to take counter trend as well, then it's a potential sell right now at the stop around 3060. All right, sir. Okay, I think we've taken short-term profits in bitcoins and the Dow Jones, but just to have a quick review. Yeah, so Bitcoin was expected to correct lower, and I think it's still expected to go a bit more lower, uh, unless and until it's wanting to extend this wave as well. But if it is, I don't think it's a leading diagonal. Maybe wave 3 is not just the required points. So let's wait for further correction. I don't know. It's done 38.2%, or it's in a counter trend rally. So we've got to be a bit careful in terms of price and entry. So it's just around 38.2 now. Possibly we will allow some more correction towards 80,000 or 81,000. Maybe we'll have a limit order in place around the 81,000 mark with the stop loss around 76, and then potential targets. I think we'll have to shift this target. No, I think we've already done that with the potential target around 94, 95,000 going forward. All right, so just in a while, or maybe by next session or London Times, we would wait until price drop towards 81 and get again on the long side. Excuse me for the cough today, and 81 on the long side, 76 would be the stop loss, and 94 would be the potential target. Remember, please, Bitcoin, we are not buying for a new high, or a potential new high. So we are buying in possible anticipation of a corrective move higher. This rally can be counted best as A, expanded flat or running flat B and C. So it's an ABC, could be the first wave of the corrective rally. It's now undergoing wave B of the corrective rally, overall corrective rally, and then it should move towards wave C of the correction. So we would be more safer to buy at the termination of wave B around the 81,000 mark. Seriously, we are not buying this towards a new high. This could be a wave 2 uh, uh, in the sense wave 4 and 5 completed here, and then we've got wave 1. We've just removed that countings, but we'll bring it back. All right. So that's the story in Bitcoin. And next is the Dow Jones. Dow Jones has also kind of completed an ABC. You can see that A, B, and C. So ideally, we would be waiting for a corrective drop lower towards 61.8% of that rally. It falls into it places nicely, because if that is the corrective wave A of the correction, all right. Normally, wave A of the correction touches the 38.2% of the entire wave of one higher degree. It's almost done that. It falls under the category of the 38% touch, wave A, and then a pullback towards 50% or 61% wave B, and then an extension wave C, which carries all the way towards uh, the 50% or 61.8%, or possibly 1.27 also. But again, sir, we are not buying Dow Jones, or we would not even attempt to buy SPX or NASDAQ for a new high. We would do so only for wave C of the corrective ABC, and at some point in time around the 43,500 mark, we would want to reverse again. All right. So that's broadly the stories as we move into the Tokyo Sydney overlap. And to summarize, we are long again euro, short again dollar index, long again pound, short for a while in gold. Four trades mostly active. We'll be pushing gold trades in the terminal right after the session. In the portal, sorry. That's an aggressive one though. So if you don't want to follow the aggression, you may want to sit on the sidelines for a while, and then we'll issue a buy call around 29.90 for gold. Bitcoin and Dow Jones, we are still anticipating the correction towards the 81,000 in Bitcoin and 42,000, just about mid 41,000 in Dow Jones. Right? Even if we miss the wave C rally, it's okay because we are more inclined to sell higher Bitcoin and Dow Jones. All right, so let's bring the current one to a pause, and we'll be back again in a few hours during London times. Until that, as always, please do take care and God bless, and thank you again for joining in. Goodbye.